Hey peoples, I'm back with the second video. As you see, the title is below. Since I've been gone for a little bit, I'm popping out more than one video today, okay? This one ain't possibly the last. But since I'm off today and I'm doing some stuff, let me just go ahead and just get off into it. From the last video y'all saw, shit is what it is. If you watched that last video and you got offended, hey, check yourself. It is what it is. Secret racism really is showing its ugly head. You know what I mean? If you're not racist, you're not gonna look for reasons to do shit to a person and call it a technicality of why you don't want to be in the same room with them or whatever. I think about a lot of different things now. I mean, since all this, everything that's going on, okay? I think about shit different to an extent. Well, not so much think about it different. It's like I'm facing certain shit, looking at it for what it is and be like, hey, if a person want to be racist, they will find a way. Protesting as a white person with black people, yeah, that's well and good. But are you willing to hire a black person to work for you? Are you willing to give them more chances to get better jobs? Or are you just going out there doing this for show? We want to know. We want to know. Certain hairstyles that I will be comfortable rocking going to work, feel like, for me to wear certain hairstyles at this point rubs people the wrong way. It kind of is like true. If you seen that movie Good Hair by Chris Rock, which by the way is really no such motherfucking thing as good hair. You either comb it or you don't. I don't know, that term is just, it's fucking with a lot of women and their self-esteem to where they don't feel pretty unless they think that, oh, I have to look this way and I have to look that way so it's non-threatening. I used to be the queen of wearing relaxers, okay? I stayed relaxed up, okay? Which also was kind of a bad thing. It's like when people perceive you and look at you like, how did Paul Mooney say that up in that video about when the hair is relaxed, white people are relaxed? And it's like when it's looking all some type of way like this, when the hair ain't relaxed, they not relaxed. Like some people will just look at the texture of your hair and be like, oh, potential problems. So you don't care what the person knows, what they can do, what they showing you skill-wise. The way that they look is threatening. I've seen some things, some people, they've come into the job, right? And I never understood that. It's like, no bullshit. There was this big group, this big party that came in. It was black people and white people that were all dressed in business suits. They all worked for the same little firm or whatever they was doing. And the black women at the table were like speaking more proper than the white women. They're like, yeah, you know, like, so like Stacy, like, yeah, let me tell you like what happened. Like, yeah, girl, let's talk about it. We're gonna rap about it, okay? We're gonna have a rap session about it. And like, but I find it funny when Stacy get up to go to the bathroom, and I'm using fake names. It's not a real name, okay? This is not the chick's real name. She gets up to go to the bathroom, right? While they all taking turns going to the bathroom. She gets up, and all of a sudden, like, the voice is gone, and she's like, how you doing? Can you know, the black voice come out. She's like, hey, can you do me a favor? Like, when they get ready to pay and stuff, can you, like, give me their tab? I got them, you know what I'm saying? They gotta see us be able to do something sometimes. So I'm gonna make myself feel good by paying for all they tabs. I'm like, okay. I'm like, cool. And this was pre-COVID, okay? To the credit card. Put it up there in the pocket, be like, when you ready for me to pay and everybody's done, just be like, do it like that, like check. So I look for that there. And when they go like that, if they do this and then go like that, and I'll go ahead and swipe it, whatever. This woman, I could tell by the look in her eyes, felt so fucking out of place that she had to act a certain way, talk a certain way to be accepted by her coworkers. It's like this. Any job that I cannot get based on my ability to do the job, and I have to straighten my hair, or I have to put on, because I don't think it looked like she had like a little, the lace front. You already know how it looks when you do the lace fronts, but now, I mean, shit, some of these lace fronts starting to look so goddamn good that, you know, I might have to cop me one, you know? But I digress. It ain't a straight hair lace front. It's I think it's some kind of body wave or shit like that, but it's a totally different color, so I don't have to fuck with putting my hair no color that I don't want it. Okay? But I digress. This woman felt so out of place, and I could tell that by how her voice changed. She went from up there to like, sis, me and you. I'm like, and I've seen other black people who will come in there. They could be dressed up just like they friends, and it's a total flip. You know, the white people are trying to act down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm down with y'all. You know, they talking about like, you got the white people at the table talking loud, being ghetto. So I'm like, oh girl, you know about this happened and that happened, and oh, we gonna talk about this shit. Like, they in dressed up clothes and they just being themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, be yourself. Like, let's just talk to each other based on what our commonalities are. You know, I don't want to have to speak a certain way to get you, like, you know, before I say whatever else I want to say, yes, speaking correct grammar while you at work, some jobs it's required. I can click it on and I can click it off, but I'm not about to be like sitting there like raising the tone of my voice if that's not my voice. I speak just like I am now, but I'll just use a little more educated words, okay? So I can disperse the bullshit, you know? But anywho, I've always acted this same way on all the jobs that I get because, I mean, I want to be relatable to people, not motherfucking puppets. You know? Some people just feel that need to do certain shit to fit in. If I can make a resume and get a job the same as somebody else and show that I can put in the work, that's what it needs to be all about. You know, that's it. That is totally it. It's like people need to stop putting on fronts and putting on shows. Be who the hell you are. Let them see who you are. And then let them decide for themselves if they feel like you're a perfect fit for what they need. Different places need diversity, okay? It can't be just everybody's gonna talk this way, everybody's gonna look this way, everybody, It's not. Because see, sometimes you'll have that proper person in your company that knows how to do just a little bit more shit on the computer than you do. And will set up some shit in the paperwork to scam their company out of thousands of dollars, if not millions. And it won't be your black employee. It'll be the little person you just don't suspect. background checks is a must on certain jobs. But I mean, like I say, it needs to be some psychological testing going on before certain people are hired to do certain jobs. What you should be trying to find out is, did this person own a business before? If yes, what happened to the business? Did the business get impacted due to a financial crisis, like going on with the whole world, like the COVID shit? Did their company get shut down because of that? Or did this person mistreat their employees and all of them left the company to the point that he had to do so much work and it got so busy that you were just drowning in all this work? Or did this person have a background of stealing money from a company? Like, were they hitting up their own books? Like, were the books like not matching up? These are the things that you should be asking. Or if they just whatever. It's like if you had a company and this person had a company and they did not have any people skills, what do you think is going to happen when they hire you? I mean, if you hire them. The thing is this, anywhere I've ever worked, I had some damn good people skills. I could talk to anybody in my regular ass voice, as long as I'm staying on topic of what we're working on and coming up with a solution to a problem presented. That makes me a good ass candidate, because look, if I make your company go under, guess what that means for me? That means I could have a loss of a job. I know how that shit goes. I worked in certain places. I haven't just been a waitress steady for 22 years. I mean, I've done it for 22 years, but usually it was my second job. My first one would be doing something else, but the pay that people would try to pay doing more, whatever like that, contrary to popular belief, if you got the right type of personality and you working in the right environment, waiters and waitresses do make money, okay? If you in somewhere and it's a steady ass flow, you will make the money. If you know how to talk to people, if you know how to anticipate their needs, not be slack and lackluster, like you don't have to do too much to just, this is how I put it in my mind. When I go to work, I get in this mind frame of, this is home away from home. And each guest that comes and sits with me, pretend they're at your home. And you're making a good impression. And you want to make sure they're satisfied. Okay? That's all you do. It's no little special thing. It's no special little trick to it. So you got new people coming in saying, when you first start waiting, whatever, you tell people, like you'll tell them, well, hi, my name is so-and-so, and what can I, they'll have like a whole little thing you can read off of and you're supposed to recite it or whatever. And then as you've been doing it for a while, you approach the person. Well, how I do it is I approach the person with the vibe they give me. If you walk in and you smile and you say hello, I'm going to say hey to you. But it's like now, since we're not passing out menus and stuff, I feel like a damn usher. Be like, hey, be like, how many? Two? How many? 7? All right. And sit down. I don't have to give you anything but your drinks, your bread. You get the menu on your phone, whatever like that. And just pretty much shit is just however it's supposed to be, according to guidelines and shit. So basically how it's looking now is the way they got it set up with the glass and everything. When the customers sit down, it looks like they're sitting in their own goddamn cubicle. Make you safe. You can breathe in your own air, breathe in your own germs all the way up to 6 feet high. Can be up or it can be 6 feet wide. But that's how they have it like that, to where it's in between, and then it's a little space where you put it like this. Everybody has their own personal space, okay? And we have outside seating, so yeah. It's no simple, I mean, it's no hard trick to just being a good person. Just be a good person. And only people that were confused is people who just don't know how to act as a person. I mean, just be yourself. You have some people that are just awkward in certain shit that they do. And that's okay, but that takes time to work through and get through or whatever. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be doing that for the rest of my life due to the way that shit changes. But I always want to keep that customer service feel like I'm not just here to take your money. I want to give you an experience, okay? You'd hear from some people be like, well, how did you meet this person? Or how did you meet that person? Oh, they were working at such and such. And then, you know, I had a position open up and me and this person had so much in common. I let them work with me. And then once they got to a certain level, they got their own space. And once they had a certain amount of money to purchase particular things that needed to start their own spin-off of what I'm doing, I help them do it. So shit. Be nice to everybody you meet. You don't know who is sent in your path to put you in a different job setting. You don't know. You don't know. I mean, I've actually literally gotten a different job like that before. I started like doing something for this catering company when I used to live all the way on the other side of town. Why? Just by me opening my mouth and talking. I was working 2 jobs already. So I felt like, hey, if y'all only need me on the weekend, I'll shoot for job number 3. And it's because, I mean, shit, I wanted to pay my bills and then I like to shop. So I'm like, okay, I don't have to have an off day. I'll work these other 2 jobs Monday through Friday, and I just come in and work for you on Saturday and Sunday. Problem solved. But it was only like a 4 or 5 hour shift. So I did it. The guy came into Family Dollar where I was cashiering a long ass time ago. I said, why you look so sad? What's wrong with you? You weren't looking like that yesterday. Dude in a suit. He's like, well, the mama, man, I was supposed to be cooking all this food for this church, and so didn't show up, and I really need somebody to cook. I was like, shit, I can cook. He said, I don't know that. He said, but tell you what, you come over there tomorrow. Tomorrow's Saturday, right? I'm like, yep. I'm going to take something out the freezer, and I'm going to ask you to cook it for me the way that you would cook it for yourself, and I'm going to taste it. If I like how it tastes, I'll hire you. Needless to say, but I will say, I ended up getting hired, and then, like, that Saturday or whatever, and then he was like, look, I need food for, like, 100 people done by tomorrow. Can you do it? I was like, yeah, I can start prepping. So tell me what's supposed to be on the menu for tomorrow, first of all, so I can take that shit out. And I'll come here early in the fucking morning and be like, where you live at? I'm like, across the street from y'all. But I never knew it was the damn catering place inside of an office building. Why? Because they didn't have no signs out there. It's very important to be nice to people, because that job just fell in my lap. He had desperate need for somebody to come in there and do whatever. And the other person that didn't come showed up, called, nothing like that. They ended up popping back up, and they were like, what's she doing here? I'm like, shit, we got to work together now. I got to cook all this food for 100 people. You got to get your ass over there and start peeling some potatoes. So I sat there, and they had them big old industrial, like, ovens with the damn shelves and shit. I was like, shit, if you already take out something to thaw right now, I'm gonna go home for a couple of hours and I'm gonna come and put this shit in the oven and put it on 250. How when I work somewhere else and we cook, put that shit on 250 with all the marinades and shit, or 275, and let that shit sit in there and slow roast overnight. Then come in the next day, turn it up a little bit, let it brown, boom. Then you got some stuff that's falling off the bone. So I think I had to make turkey wings for 100 people. Mashed potatoes, cake, cornbread. Had to do a lot of shit. But it got done. Total moral to the story. Don't fucking block your blessings by being an asshole. Okay? Unexpected shit come just like that. That's why it's called unexpected. People watching you when you think they ain't. Somebody might be watching you because they need a specific position at their job, and maybe they see something in you that maybe somebody that's just doing a job half-ass can feel. But if they see you act out of character, just see you act a total ass, be like, nope, well, I can't do it. People that are connected to your next move sometime are watching you. So always fucking be a decent ass person. You never know when that time is gonna come. You can wake up one day, be doing this job, and then wake up next week and then have something totally different lined up for you. But because you was doing what you was supposed to be doing, you was treating people the way you supposed to be treating people, you know, just being who the fuck you say you are, and certain shit just start coming to you. No, you can't fool everybody. Trust me, some people will be able to see through that shit. So until next video, think about what I said, and I'll be back. Holla.